Fierce fighting continues in the Pokrovske region. Russia is massing troops in an attempt to break through the Ukrainian defense. Brave Ukrainian warriors repel hundreds of attacks along the entire front line every day. Russians who sign a contract to get rich and go to fight on Ukrainian land must understand that for them, it is a one-way ticket. There can be no other outcome. Now we can see the work of the Magyar Birds pilots from March 7th. Kamikaze drone pilots turn Russian tanks into tin cans. Russian tank crews are in quiet shock because the Magyar Birds pilots have started targeting them at a distance of 23 kilometers from the front line. Such long-range strikes have never happened before, so the Russians definitely did not expect this. A Russian armored personnel carrier, fully loaded with ammunition, drives over an anti-tank mine, resulting in a massive fireworks display. This is the headquarters of the Russian military in the Donetsk region, which was destroyed by a direct hit from a Ukrainian bomber. Kamikaze drone pilots also destroyed a Russian T-72 tank. They destroyed a communication antenna and started looking for Russian infantrymen. And another Russian headquarters was discovered in the Kherson region town of Oleshki by a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone. The Russians had just arrived there parked under the building. A Ukrainian kamikaze drone pilot delivers a strike that sets the building on fire. This is the Dragon drone, operating against Russian positions where enemy troops are hiding. As it moves, it showers the tree line with something resembling a fiery rain. What appears on the screen is explained by the chemical effect of molten metal. The active component of the Dragon's ammunition is a thermite mixture made of aluminum powder and iron oxide. It is likely activated on the device by an electric detonator. This mixture burns at temperatures of up to 2,200 degrees Celsius and can incinerate almost any material, even steel, let alone forest trenches and military equipment. Pokrovske direction, Ukrainian kamikaze drone pilots attack buildings and trenches where Russian infantrymen are stationed. The Russians are hiding in their dugout, but the Ukrainian reconnaissance drone sees everything. And this is the well-known Road of Death, where attempts to cross it leave only pieces of scrap metal from Russian equipment. Here, the Russian armored personnel carrier, after being blown up by a mine, was also attacked by a kamikaze drone. A kamikaze drone pilot flies to attack the Russian SA-15 Gauntlet surface-to-air missile system. Chasiv Yar, Donetsk region. A reconnaissance drone spotted a large Russian armored convoy moving. Kamikaze drones and Ukrainian artillery were immediately deployed. It became clear that the convoy was heading towards Ukrainian positions on the outskirts of the village. Having received the coordinates, Ukrainian artillery opened fire and began to attack the enemy column. One armored personnel carrier managed to break through the shelling and drove into a village, but there, it was attacked by a kamikaze drone and then finished off with a bomb drop from a bomber drone. On the other side, a traffic jam of damaged and destroyed Russian armored vehicles formed. Here, Russian assault troops are landing and starting to take positions in the destroyed buildings, but then they are shelled by Ukrainian artillery. Russian offensive repelled, equipment burned, but fighting continues. Having destroyed the town, the Russians don't give up their attempts to capture Chasiv Yar. Here, kamikaze drone pilots intercept the movements of Russian assault troops in the occupied territories. A Ukrainian drone pilot is flying to intercept a Bukhanka van in which the Russians are transporting ammunition and weapons to the front line. That's all, friends. Subscribe to the channel to not miss new videos. This material was prepared by Hustler. See you soon.